KSIR and Eastern Plains Sports Network coming to you live from Leroy Neededs Court at the Beat Cellar for tonight's contest as we're getting ready to get started on the boys' side. Tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Stubbs. Sports fans, when you're traveling, you need one stop that has it all. On I-76, take exit 66A in Wiggins at Stubbs. Tonight's starters, first for the visiting Yuma Outlaws. On the boys' side, number 2, Alex Pensado. Number 3, Brody Sheffield. Number 20, my favorite name of the whole league, David Covarrubias. Number 23, Riley Trejo. Number 24, Jalen Rose. Starters for tonight for your Brush Beat Diggers. Number 2, Eric Rico. Number 10, Thatcher Queen. Number 11, Dre Bauer. Number 22, Payson Poland. And number 32, Conrad Kastrup. I've always called him Conrad because I always think of like we're in Boston, you know. He has like the coolest Conrad when you hear it. So Conrad Kastrup. Both teams have great coaches. I'm telling you, both coaches are amazing. I've known both of them for a long time. As for the Yuma Outlaws, head coach by Coach Dave Sheffield, an amazing person. I've known him for a long time. Jared Coughlin, J.P. Carwin, Larry Winger, Avery Marzov, and Nathan Crossland. Coaches for your Beat Diggers will be Wayne Bach, followed by Vilo, Victor Lopez, Jules Casares, Mark Rudel, Ryan Dunker, and Chris Ely. Good to see a big coaching staff for the Beat Diggers. Conrad Kastrup will be doing the jump ball against Alex Pensado as we're getting ready to get started for tip-off here. Better crowd than the first game, a little bit more packed here on the Beat Digger side, as well as finally to see the beat pilers. They're a little slow, no pun intended, piling in on the crowd side. Tip-off goes to the Outlaws as Pensado is going to bring it down and gets it over to Brody Sheffield. Sheffield over to number 24, Jalen Rose. Rose swings it all the way across to number 23, Trejo, and then gets it up to Sheffield. Nails it for his first three-pointer. Dre Bauer brings it up the court for the Beat Diggers as they're got some full court pressure, and it's going to be an early foul on the Outlaws. Number 23, Riley Trejo, gets charged early. Dre Bauer going to do the inbounds, looking for Eric Rico. As the coach decides, Sheffield pulls him back. Rico down center court, brings it over to Bauer. Bauer to Kastrup. Kastrup at the free throw line, looking to find somebody. Goes back to Bauer. Bauer over to Rico. Rico to Thatcher Queen on the left side. Queen double teamed over in the corner. Tries to bounce it off one of the defenders, but it's knocked away and it's rolling all over the place as Payson Poland gets in a scrum there with number 20, David Covarrubias. 3-0 is our score. 7:14 left to go, first quarter, as Eric Rico does the inbounds for the Beat Diggers. Gets it across to Dre Bauer. Bauer finds Thatcher Queen, but it's tipped away out of bounds by number 20, David Covarrubias. As Eric Rico will do the inbounds privileges. Keeping it down here on the Beat Digger side. Beat Diggers are going your left to right on your radio dial. Kastrup with the inbounds, finds Bauer. Dre Bauer tries to work it over to the right side. Back to Kastrup. Kastrup's going to drive it all the way to the hole. Spinning move. Shot is up. Good. Conrad Kastrup for a quick two-pointer for the Beat Diggers. Quickly, they're down the court are the Outlaws. Fans were wanting us travel, but it was not by Alex Pensado, and it's rebounded on the missed shot by him, and Payson Pola brings it right up the court. Goes to Thatcher Queen as it's over the head of Conrad Kastrup. Rico gets it, drives it to the hoop himself. He gets stopped, pitches out to Payson Poland. Bauer with it, goes to Kastrup. Kastrup's trying to drive it to the hole himself. Great moves as he's going back and forth, gets his own rebound, gets it and throws it over, and it's tipped away, and it's knocked down as it was headed to Jalen Rose, but it looks like it's going to be a foul on the Beat Diggers, and it's going to be on number 11, Dre Bauer, his first personal for the night. One team foul for each, 6:30 left to go, 3-2 is our score, live from Leroy Needens Court. As Sheffield brings it down for the Outlaws. Sheffield over to Jalen Rose. Rose to Trejo. Trejo back to Sheffield. Sheffield back to Trejo. Trejo back to Rose on the left side, driven by number 2, Pensado. He tries a quick couple of curves and a shot. Nothing there. Rebounded by number 20, Covarrubias, and he gets the shot up and he's fouled by number 11, Dre Bauer. So Bauer gets charged with his second foul. as Covarrubias comes to the line for the Outlaws. 3-2 is our score. First shot from Covarrubias is up. It's good. 4-2 is our score. Checking in for the Beat Diggers, big number 15, Donovan Bauer. Replaces his brother, Trey Bauer. So Don's in. The young freshman is Covarrubias. Second shot is up, and it is good. 5-2 is our score. 6:09 left to go, first quarter. Don Bauer, who I almost thought he got called for travel, but he did not. Gets it over to Rico. Rico to Poland, trying to get it across midline. Rico, almost travels himself, gets it to Poland on the left side, over to Thatcher Queen. Queen back to Poland. Poland gets it to the center to Rico. Rico looking to find somebody open, gets Conrad Castrop, who drives in. Nope, fakes it, goes back to Rico on the top of the key. Oh, he tries to go down to a wide open Thatcher Queen, but he overthrows him. Turnover, Beat Diggers. 5-2 is our score. 5:48 left to go, first quarter action. Brody Sheffield brings it down for the Outlaws. Sheffield gets a pick from Covarrubias, goes left, goes the outside to Trejo. Trejo outside to number 24, Jalen Rose. Back to Trejo, back to Sheffield on the left side. Sheffield sends it up to the center to Trejo to the left side. Sheffield, long three-pointer is up and good. Brody Sheffield, amazing three-point shooter for the Outlaws. 8-2 is our score. Don Bauer with the inbounds pass, tries to take it himself, goes to Payson Poland on the left side. Poland almost loses control of the ball. Back to Rico. Rico feeds it over to Don Bauer. He gets it, loses a handle on it, but is able to hang on to it, the young freshman, as he's pressured. But nothing there as he gets it to Conrad Castrop. Castrop with the drive, thought he was going to get fouled. No call on it as it's taken up by Sheffield. Sheffield down the court to number 24, Jalen Rose. Layup is up and no good. And it's shot and rebounded by number 2, Pensado, but it's knocked away by number 22, Payson Poland. And now it goes to Don Bauer down all the way down the court. Does a crossover shot up by Bauer. Is up, no good. Rebounded by Thatcher Queen. His shot is up. Rebound, no good. Almost by Donovan Bauer, but no shot. 8-2 remains our score. 4:32 left to go. First quarter action. Sheffield on the left side. Over to Trejo. Trejo back to Sheffield. Long three-pointer. Sheffield up, and it's good. I'll tell you what, that Brody Sheffield is an amazing three-point shooter. Coach Box says that's enough. We got to take a break, give that kid a shot, let him cool off. As Brody Sheffield has 9 points for the Outlaws. Our score is 11-2, 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. Our first quarter brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. Buckeye Welding and Supply, you have questions, they have answers. Our area welders know what sets them apart at 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling. Still 30 seconds to go in our timeout. Another bill paying time by Gordon Insurance. Be prepared for everything life throws at you. Car insurance, life insurance, farm insurance, and crop insurance, all at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com. The Beat Diggers are going to have to come up with something on Brody Sheffield because this kid can get hot, and I mean he can get hot on the court. Watched him since he was a little boy helping his dad, and he'd always be out there shooting threes as he was just a little kid, and now he just does it as normal for him for the Outlaws, as he is the leading scorer with 24 points for the Outlaws for this season. So as we come out of the timeout, 11-2 is our score. Beat Diggers are down by 9 already. 4:21 left to go, first quarter action. Eric Rico going to do the inbounds privileges for the Beat Diggers. Don Bauer still stays in there. Payson Poland, Thatcher Queen, and Conrad Castrop. Don Bauer with the ball on the full court press by the Outlaws. Got to get it down quickly. Got to find it as we're running down to time. Rico finally gets it down to Queen. He's double teamed back to Rico. Rico throws it across to Payson Poland, left side. Don Bauer down deep in the corner. Has got a lot of people on him. He's going to get fouled. It looks like it's going to be either, let's see who he gets it. He's going to give it on number 2, Alex Pensado. He gets charged with his first personal on Don Bauer as Conrad Castrop takes a break. As big number 21, Edgar Ortiz comes in for the Beat Diggers. Rico with a quick toss over to Donovan Bauer. He tries to take the shot. They're going to call it a jump ball instead. He thought he might have been fouled. It's going to be a change of possession, and the Outlaws will get the ball. Covarrubias gets it into Sheffield. Sheffield brings it up court. for the Outlaws. 11-2 is our score. 3:55 first quarter action. Covarrubias gets it, turns around from the free throw line. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Donovan Bauer. Bauer gets it over to Rico. Rico gets it to the right side to Poland. Poland to Thatcher Queen on the right side. He gets it to Edgar Ortiz. Far out to Payson Poland, who's at the three-point line. Not going to shoot it. Queen drives it himself. Feeds it over to Rico. Rico to Donovan Bauer. Left side three-pointer. Donovan Bauer with a three for the Beat Diggers. Don Bauer with his first shot and three-pointer. As the Outlaws get it out now to the left side to number 1, and that is Jose Ross, and it's going to be a traveling on the rebound by the Beat Diggers afterwards, so it's going to be a change of possession here. A lot of kids switching in and out for the Outlaws. It looks like Trejo, Rose, and I believe it's number 5, Osvaldo Pensado. Shot by number 14 on the inbound. Noe Quezada is no good. Rebounded. Donovan Bauer coast to coast. And he tried to do the shot, but they're going to call it a jump ball as Brody Sheffield ties up with him underneath the hoop on the left-handed layup, and it's going to be a jump ball instead, so the Beat Diggers will hold possession. Fed into Edgar Ortiz, looking, fires it up, left-handed shot, no good. Rebounded by Sheffield. Sheffield covered by Bauer. Bauer gets it, or Sheffield gets it down to Quesada. Quesada from three-point land. Shot is up. Oh my goodness! It hit the back corner of the glass. Poor kid knew that one was bad right when he took it off the hand, so he knew right away that he missed that one badly. So Eric Rico will get the inbounds. 11-5 is our score with 2:55 left to go. Oh my goodness! Bauer gets a pass stolen from him by the Outlaws as Trejo gets it over to Sheffield. Deep three-pointer is up and no good. Rebounded by Don Bauer. Bauer taking it down the court to Rico. Rico feeds it over to Edgar Ortiz, almost an over the back. Ortiz from the free throw line. Don Bauer, three-point left side, up, no good. Rebounded by Payson Poland. Over to Rico. Rico feeds it left side. Bauer, three-pointer, left side, no good. Rebounded by the Outlaws Sheffield, and on the ground is a huge scrum for the ball, and it's going to be a change of possession, and it's going to be turned over to the Outlaws as Cassius Middlemist will check in for the Beat Diggers. There's 2:25 left to go. 11-5 is our score. Both teams have 2 timeouts here two fouls here in the first quarter. Brody Sheffield bringing it up the court for the Outlaws. Feeds it over to the right side to Rose. Jalen Rose to Sheffield. Sheffield back to Rose. Rose looking, finds an open Quesada. Quesada gets called with the old suitcase packed up, ready to go, and he gets called for the travel. And a turnover for the Outlaws. As you see, a couple of players coming in. Covarrubias comes in along with Alex Pensado. Eric Rico finds Donovan Bauer deep down on the left side on the inbounds pass. Donovan Bauer trying to drive it himself. Bauer finds Edgar Ortiz, top of the three, finds Thatcher Queen underneath. Bauer from the left side, spin move, nothing there to Edgar Ortiz, free throw line, over to Cassius Middlemist, top of the three, drives it underneath, shot no good, rebounded by Edgar Ortiz. Don Bauer with the layup, it's up, he's fouled, no foul, and it's rebounded by number 23, Riley Trejo, as he brings it down for the Outlaws. Great offensive possession by the Beat Diggers, but nothing to score with it. As quickly you're seeing some good defense as Sheffield on the left side is fouled by number 10, Thatcher Queen, his first. 3 fouls to 2. Beat Diggers lead that category, down 11-5 on that score with $1:38 left to go. Trejo gets it into Sheffield. Sheffield over to Rose to the right side. Rose looking, keeping it up deep over to number 20, Covarrubias, over to the right side to Rose. Rose to Trejo. Trejo, top of the key, three-pointer up, bounces a couple of times. No good. Don Bauer tried to get a hand on it, but he did get it to Thatcher Queen. Queen drives it himself. Oh, and he's shoved from behind by number 2, Alex Pensado, who's going to get charged with his second personal foul, as we are 3-3 on the fouls. 11-5 is our score. $1:13 left to go. First quarter action. Check it in for the Outlaws, number 5, Osvaldo Pensado. as Rico gets it in to Cassius Middlemess. Middlemess back to Rico on the left side. Finds Edgar Ortiz at the free throw line. Over to Cassius Middlemess from the top of the three. Rico drives it in left side. Don Bauer, left corner. He's up and it's tipped away. No good. That might have had a finger on it. And it's rebounded by Covarrubias. Rubias gets it over to number 3, Sheffield. Sheffield, you got to watch him. He can drive it all the way to the hoop, and he does. He gets a dish into number 5, Osvaldo Pensado, and he gets the shot and one as he's fouled by number 15, Donovan Bauer, his first personal. So that puts on the line Osvaldo Pensado for an and one opportunity for the Outlaws. Our score remains right now at 13-5. And the shot rolls up and around the rim, no good. Rebounded by number 21, Edgar Ortiz. Ortiz to Middlemess. Middlemess to the right side. Quickly brings it up the court. Trying to find somebody. Finds an Edgar Ortiz, but it's knocked away and out of bounds by Brody Sheffield. And it maintains Beat Digger ball right here at the Outlaw bench. Cassius Middlemess for the inbounds pass. Looks, finds Thatcher Queen. Queen, right side corner, tries to feed it deep. Oh, gets it to Eric Rico, who drives it. Shot from Eric Rico's up. Good! Eric Rico on the board for himself tonight. 13-7 with 27 seconds left to go. Sheffield from 3, takes it himself. Shot no good. Rebounded by Covarrubias. Covarrubias to Rose. Rose tries to find Sheffield at the top of the key. Sheffield's going to drive it himself. Has a hand in there by Middlemess. Over to 24. Rose, and his shot is no good. Rebounded by Donovan Bauer. Bauer gets it over to Rico. Time's running out. Thatcher Queen didn't see the ball as there's 5 seconds left to go, and it's going to be a foul. Oh, Thatcher Queen was wide open, and he didn't take the pass, and instead it's going to be a foul on Cassius Middlemess, his first foul, with 4 seconds left to go. First quarter, 13-7, and that's going to put on the line for the Outlaws, number 24, Jalen Rose. Whew, I'm going to need a break. Some fast action going on out here. Jalen Rose to the line, 13-7, 4.5 seconds left to go. Shot by him, up, no good. Great fast-paced action here. Full crowd now here for the most part here at Leroy Neenan's court. Jalen Rose, quick bounce, looking for his second shot. First one was no good. Up, and it is a swish for number 24, Jalen Rose. 4 seconds left to go. See what happens here for the Beat Diggers. Don Bauer, nope, goes to Cassius Middlemess. Cassius needs to hurry up and shoot it. Does Cassius, 3/4 court is up. No good as Don tried to get down the court, hoping he can get a rebound. But that'll end our first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back to you here on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back to you to Leroy Neenan's court. Beat Diggers are down 14-7. Starting the second quarter, brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com as the Beat Diggers will get the possession of the ball here to start off the second quarter. As they're down 14-7, Dre Bauer comes back into the game for the Beat Diggers, starting 5 originally. Dre brings it up the right side, double team, feeds it over to Rico to the left side. Payson Poland finds it open. Conrad Kastrup. Conrad with the drive, up, no good. Rebounded by there we go, finally got it, number 14, Quesada. Quesada gets it to Sheffield, who feeds it down to number 2, Pensado. His shot is up, no good. Conrad Kastrup with the rebound. Payson Poland with the ball, feeds it back to Conrad, who comes up the middle, trying to find somebody, gets Payson Poland on the right side. Over to Thatcher Queen, who drives it into the hoop, tries to find it. He's double teamed, and he finally bounces it off the leg of Riley Trejo. Beat Diggers setting up for the inbounds pass as Eric Rico feeds it in over to Thatcher Queen. Thatcher Queen tries to make a drive, almost gets stolen, but he gets fouled instead by number 14. I don't know. Oh, yeah, he did call it on 14. Noe Quesada, who gets his first foul. I don't even think he was close to that play, but they called it on Quesada. And it is going to be another inbounds opportunity. Eric Rico trying to find somebody open. He finds Payson Poland way deep back in there. Payson Poland over to Dre Bauer. Bauer all the way. The hoops. Shot is good by Dre Bauer as he gets his first point for the Beat Diggers. Quickly, Sheffield down the left side. His shot is up and good. I'll tell you what, that Brody Sheffield, you got to watch because he'll just come right back at you and take it down your throat. Dre Bauer with the inbounds. Gets it over to Payson Poland on the left side. Over to Rico. Rico takes it in himself, tries to find someone, gets Thatcher Queen deep right side. Three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by number 2, Alex Pensado. Pensado brings it down the court for the Outlaws. Finds it open, Sheffield. Sheffield on the left side. Sheffield back to Pensado. Pensado on the right side of the court, covered by Eric Rico. He tries to drive it in, no, stolen by Eric Rico, and feeds it over to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer to the left side to Rico. Rico feeds it down to Thatcher Queen. Queen finds an open Payson Poland on the left side. He's double teamed. Poland trying to find somebody. Gets a Conrad Kastrup over there at the left elbow. Kastrup over to Rico. Rico back for the top of the screen, top of the three. Over to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer tries to drive it in himself. Good defense there by the Outlaws. Wow, what a play, but it's taken by Pensado on the lost ball, and it's a quick lay-in for Alex Pensado as he gets his first points of the night. Payson Poland on the left side. Looks like he almost is double teamed, but he's stopped there by one of the defenders. Conrad Kastrup gets it into number 2, Eric Rico. Shot from the free throw line by Rico is up. No good, almost rebounded by Conrad Kastrup, but instead knocked out of bounds. Donovan Bauer comes back in for the Beat Diggers, as well as David Covarrubias and number 1, Jose Ross. 18-9 is our score. Second quarter action. Oh, Sheffield quickly brings the ball down the court. He got called for traveling on that one. I think he spun around and made a full moon on that one because he gets caught traveling for the Outlaws. So that's a turnover. First time I've seen Sheffield make a turnover like that. That's not normal for him. Eric Rico, sideline inbounds. Finds a Donovan Bauer, goes back to Rico. Rico on the left side, gets it all the way down the court to Dre. Dre Bauer finds Don. Don all the way on the drive-in down the center of the basket, nothing there. Back to Rico at the top of the three. Over to Payson Poland on the right side. Poland tries to drive it. He does a right-handed layup shot. Good! Payson Poland, his first two-point bucket. As it's quickly down the court, Sheffield is so fast moving that ball down the court for the Outlaws. Gets it over to number 1, Jose Ross. Three-pointer from the right side is no good. Rebounded by number 2, Eric Rico. Gets it to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer with a crossover right-handed layup. No good. Oh, Conrad Kastrup with the WWE takedown. Oh my gosh, Conrad Kastrup just wiped out 2 Yuma Outlaws as it was an amazing dive. I mean, you definitely got a foul, but no foul. Can you believe that? No foul on that play. Nothing. I mean, Conrad literally wiped out 2 Outlaws and no foul. That was, I don't know what you call. I mean, I don't know. I got nothing. So Brody Sheffield brings it down the court for the Outlaws as he feeds it over to Jose Ross. Ross back to Sheffield. Almost stolen by Dre Bauer. The right-handed shot by Sheffield is up, no good. Rebounded by Donovan Bauer. Bauer to Rico. Rico to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer on the left side brings it up court. Finds his brother Don. Don from three-point land. No, he's going to fake the drive in. Looks and finds Rico from the top of the three-point line. Rico drives it in over to Payson Poland on the right side. Rico still stays with him at the three-point line. He's going to drive it in. Nope, he fakes it in, goes to Conrad. Conrad at the free throw line. Drives it in, a couple of give and goes. Right-handed hook is up, no good. Rebounded by number 3, Brody Sheffield. Quickly down the court to Pensado. Pensado with the right-handed layup on the left side. It's good. Whew. I'm going to need a halftime because this thing is moving so fast. As Eric Rico gets it into Bauer. Bauer back to Rico. Rico back to Bauer on the left side. Bauer gets it past the timeline. And he comes up the court, goes to Kastrup. Kastrup goes back to Rico. Rico goes all the way down to the right side court to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer with the give and go and kicks it off the feet of Brody Sheffield. And we've got Trejo coming in along with Osvaldo Pensado for the Outlaws. Sorry, I had to cough. I didn't want to be loud. Eric Rico inbounds pass to Payson Poland. Poland on the right side, trying to find somebody. He's got some time, but he almost got 5 seconds on him. Dre Bauer has it down on the left side, finds his brother Don. Don from a long three-pointer. Donovan Bauer from 3. Wow, what a shot by Don. His second shot, three-pointer. Brody Sheffield left side from the free throw line, up quickly and scoring right back is Brody Sheffield. Now it's quick moving as Dre Bauer brings it up the right side of the court. Tries to find somebody, gets Payson Poland back to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer drives it in the court, tries the crossover, and it's going to be a defensive foul on number 20, David Covarrubias, his first. 2 fouls for the Outlaws, 1 for the Beat Diggers. Lots of changes for the Outlaws as they're bringing in Pensado, Quesada, and Jalen Rose. 3 boys are coming out to take a break. Coach Sheffield talking to the ref, trying to figure out what happened on that last play. Probably when Kastrup with the big takedown there, down deep underneath the hoop. Payson Poland from the top of the 3, gets it over to Bauer to the right side. Bauer crossover dribble, shot no good. Oh my gosh, Conrad Kastrup is all over bodies tonight. This time he gets called with the foul. Finally, second foul on Conrad. He's smiling as he's coming off the court. Kid's smashing people. He looks like a defensive lineman for the Buffalo Bills, of course, because that's my team, as everyone knows. All right. So Brody Sheffield going to bring it up the court for the Outlaws. 22-14 our score. 3:16 left until halftime. Sheffield, middle of the court, covered by Dre Bauer. Great defense by Dre Bauer as he's covering. There's a pick as Sheffield goes to the left side, goes over far deep to Pensado. 3-pointer from Alex Pensado is up, and it is good. Wow, what a shot from them. 25-14. Fed into Donovan Bowers. He's got trouble, and he's tied up with number 23, Trejo. And it is going to be a change of possession as Trejo will get the ball back for the Outlaws. 2 fouls each for both teams. 2:54 left, 25-14. Sheffield, left side over to Quesada. Quesada over to Pensado. Pensado back to Rose. Rose to Trejo. To Sheffield, tipped away by Don Bauer. And Eric Rico's going to go all the way down the court. Feeds it over to Dre Bauer. A right-handed shot is up to Dre Bauer. On the feed from Eric Rico. 25-16, 2:32 left to go until halftime. Coach is calling for some good tight defense as Dre Bauer covers wonderfully out there on Trejo. Trejo gets it over to Pensado. Pensado tries to drive it through big Edgar Ortiz. He does it right-handed, but instead he gets called for shifting those feet too many times and a travel against the Outlaws as David Covarrubias checks in along with number 13, Cassius Middlemiss. 25-16. Still our score. 2:17 left to go until halftime. Even the officials look exhausted on this court. We're moving so fast. Dre Bauer into Rico. Rico, Cassius Middlemiss, right side. Middlemiss gets it back to Rico. Got to get it across the timeline. He drives it over, finds Donovan Bauer on the left side, gets it across safely. Back to Rico. Rico to Edgar Ortiz, free throw line, looks, travels, drives it in, not travels. Rico from three-point land, up, good, Eric Rico, three-pointer. Sheffield brings it up the court for the Outlaws. He's quick to try to answer back, gets it over to Pensado. Pensado from the left side, feeds it to Covarrubias. Oh, Edgar Ortiz, nice little shove foul there. No, they're going to call it on Cassius Middlemiss instead. Cassius gets called with it, so Edgar's fine with his foul issues. He doesn't have any as Riley Trejo checks in for the Outlaws. $1:45 left to go until halftime. Trejo looking for the inbounds pass. Finds Sheffield on the right side. Sheffield's double teamed by Don Bauer and Eric Rico. Now you got Covarrubias with the ball. Back to Sheffield. Sheffield tries to calm everybody down for the Outlaws. $1:30 left to go. Jalen Rose left side. Over to Pensado center. Center back to Pensado, back to Sheffield to the right. Finds it open. Jalen Rose now, who's at the center at the top of the key. Trejo gets it knocked away on the left side by Thatcher Queen, but saved. Trejo from the top left side, three-point. Fed to number 2, Pensado, who takes a running shot from the box, no good. And Covarrubias got the rebound, tried to throw it back up, and it was recovered by number 2, Alex Pensado, who gets the two-pointer himself. Quickly back down the court, $1:02 left to go. Donovan Bauer, long three-pointer, no good by Donovan Bauer. Recovered by Sheffield on the rebound as Dre Bauer gets ready to try to check in. As Jalen Rose on the left side, left corner tries to drive it around Donovan Bauer. Great defense by Donovan Bauer. Feeds it over to Sheffield, over to the left side. I said right side earlier, but you know what I meant. My left to right on the court. Trejo, left corner, gets called. Oh, it's a foul. The coach is disagreeing. Coach Bach, I don't think I've ever seen him so angry. He calls Thatcher Queen with the foul, and it looked like he had stepped out of bounds, and he's telling the official He was out of bounds. Eric Rico has got to tell the coach, take it easy. And then Coach Bach accidentally bumps into Trejo. And now we're trying to see what's going on here. This is getting a little vocal. Bach is sticking over the corner quietly, and he is angry. I've never seen him that hot. Sheffield, left side, 31 seconds left to go. Thatcher Queen covers him for the left corner. Sheffield tries to force it in, gets Rose, blocked away by Donovan Bauer, fed down the court to Dre Bauer. Bauer, left-handed shot, up good, Dre Bauer with a beautiful shot on that give and go down the court. As Sheffield has control, 10 seconds left to go, 27-21 is our score. 30-second timeout has been called by the Outlaws as the Beat Diggers have really dug in. Coach Bach is furious still. I don't think I've ever seen Coach Bach that furious in my life on the court. Woo! Okay, let's take a break. Premier Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. Wiggins Equipment. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and products you need at your most critical time. I need a halftime because this game is going so crazy. 9 seconds left to go, 9.7, 27-21. Outlaws are going to get the inbounds here from Alex Pensado. Pensado going to go into Sheffield across the timeline. Sheffield brings it across safely, covered by Rico. 6 seconds left to go. Sheffield wants the last shot. Long three-pointer is up. No good. Rebounded by Dre Bauer. He throws it across the court. No good. Whew, good defensive coverage by the Beat Diggers. We are going to halftime with our score. The Yuma Outlaws leading the Beat Diggers 27-21. An amazing basketball game here live from Leroy Needham's court at the Beat Cellar. We will take a 3-minute break so I can get stats ready to go. No, let's take 4 because Acosta needs 4. Okay, I'm tired. 4-minute break. We'll come back to you here on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 1010 KSIR and Eastern Plains Sports Network getting ready to start the third quarter here at Leroy Needham's court. Third quarter is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. Wow. Now I got to stand up because the pace of this game is like super fast, and you can't keep up. I need a bottle to catch up to keep up with this game. That's how bad I'm doing here. So here we go. Inbounds pass. Eric Rico to start off the third quarter. Quickly drives down. 5 strains Bauer underneath the basket. Shot up. Good. Dre Bauer with his 8th point of the night for the Beat Diggers. 27-23 as Brody Sheffield brings it up the court for the Outlaws. Sheffield trying to find someone open down below. Can't hit him. He was looking for Covarrubias, but he wasn't there. Gets it over to the right side to number 2, Pensado. Pensado over to Rose. Back to Sheffield. Sheffield back to Rose at the top of the key. Rose trying to find somebody to go into. Can't find anybody. Instead goes to Pensado to the right side. Pensado over to Sheffield, who's now at the top of the key. Over to Rose to the left side. Rose back to Pensado. Pensado back to Rose. Finally finds Trejo at the free throw line. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Thatcher Queen. Eric Rico with a quick bounce pass down the court to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer passes the timeline. Gets it over to Conrad Castro. Feeds it on the give and go back to Dre Bauer. Shot up. Good. Dre Bauer. His 10th point of the night for the Beat Diggers. 27-25. As Sheffield brings it down the court. He's so fast. Finds Covarrubias. His shot underneath the basket is up. No good. He misses again on the rebound. And it's knocked out by Dre Bauer, unfortunately, who had a good handle on it, but just couldn't get it. 6:50 left to go. 2-point game here as the Outlaws will get it. Trejo underneath the hoop. Goes over the right side to Sheffield. Good coverage there by Eric Rico. Won't give him the 3-point shot. Sheffield trying to find somebody. Goes to Rose to the right side. Rose over to Pensado. Pensado back to Rose. Rose 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Trejo, but knocked out of bounds by him. And the Beat Diggers will get the ball back with a chance to tie the game with 6:36 left to go. Eric Rico feeds it into Bauer. Bauer back to Rico. Dre Bauer, by the way. Rico over to Pace and Pola. Need to cross the timeline as they're running out of time there. Gets to the Thatcher Queen. They're safely crossed. Conrad Castro takes it down to the left side. Kicks it off the feet of one of the Yuma Outlaws as he tried to defensively be smart about it and get the ball back. and it is knocked away and out of bounds by the Outlaws. Eric Rico underneath the hoop for the Beat Diggers on their side. Beat Diggers are running right to left on your dial. Thatcher Queen, left corner, dribbles it over, feeds it to Dre Bauer at the top of the key. Bauer covered by 24, which is Rose. Rose over to the corner. Excuse me, Beat Diggers over to the corner there. Thatcher Queen feed the Dre Bauer. The pass underneath the hoop, blocked by Brody Sheffield. Good defensive coverage by Brody Sheffield. He's quickly down the court for the Outlaws. Unable to tie. 27-25. 5:57 left to go. Third quarter action. Sheffield still carries the ball. Shot from the free throw line up. Good. Brody Sheffield still on fire for the Outlaws. Eric Rico trying to get it across the timeline. Goes to Dre Bauer. Bauer feeds it over to Thatcher Queen. There, Crocs safely. Thatcher Queen with the drive towards the hoop. Gets double teamed. Goes to Dre Bauer, top three-point line, right? But he drives it in instead, and he's fouled. Probably going to be on Trejo, but we'll see. It's going to be either on him or Covarrubias. Let's see who the foul is on. It is on Riley Trejo, getting his second foul, putting Dre Bauer on the line for the Beat Diggers. Crazy, crazy game. Loving it, though. Bauer, first shot from the charity stripe is up. Ooh, hits the backboard and rolls itself in. So good shot by Dre Bauer. Bauer, 11 points for the night. As number 14, Noe Quesada checks in along with Jose Ross as Bauer, second free throw attempt to make it a 2-point game. Up, bounces off the backboard. It's no good. Oh, almost knocked out of bounds, but recovered by the Outlaws. Pensado brings it down for the Outlaws. Drives it from coast to coast. Right over the top of Conrad Kastrup. Alex Pensado with his, looks like his 10th, 11th point of the night. Conrad Kastrup tries to go to Dre Bauer on the right side, cutting across. Loses the handle. Knocked out of bounds. Turnover for the Beat Diggers. Costly one with 5:16 left to go. 31-26. Brody Sheffield for the Outlaws to the right side. To Ross. Ross over to Quesada. Quesada back. Nope, instead he's trying to get it to Sheffield to the left side. Sheffield on a left side elbow. Drives it in all the way. Goes through Conrad Kastrup. Nope, nothing there. Everybody wants to travel, but nothing there. Gets it over to Ross far out in the top right side key, and it's no good on the three-point shot. Knocked out of bounds after a Thatcher Queen pass was heading for Rico by number 2, Pensado. Rico finds Dre Bauer. Bauer back to Rico. Rico over to Payson Poland. Need to get across the timeline still. Gets it safely across to number 32, Conrad Kastrup. Great defense by the Outlaws. Rico finds Thatcher Queen down in the deep right corner. Thatcher Queen with the drive. Quickly up. Oh, it rolls in and out. No good. He tried the old right-handed layup, but it was no good. Rebounded by the Outlaws, Covarrubias to Sheffield. Sheffield brings it up by himself from the free throw line. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Thatcher Queen. Thatcher Queen finds Eric Rico. Rico brings it up the court for the Beat Diggers, feeds Dre Bauer. Don's getting ready to check back in. Thatcher Queen with the drive. Oh, he gets called with the charge as a good set by Brody Sheffield. So first foul, maybe the second, third foul. So foul trouble for Thatcher Queen as Don Bauer comes in for Payson Poland. I don't even know who checked in for Yuma. There's a lot, I'm sure. Looks like Riley Trejo might have checked in. And Jalen Rose. All right, so Sheffield brings it up the court for the Outlaws. Over to Rose. Rose to Quesada. Quesada to the left side to Sheffield. Sheffield back to Quesada at the center. To Rose. Free throw line. Back to the left side. Sheffield. Three-point shot up. Good. Brody Sheffield with the deadly three-pointer. Oh, Donovan Bauer almost lost the pass from Dre Bauer. He's double teamed. They need to get it across the timeline. They're running out of time. That's just knocked out of bounds by Jalen Rose. I mean, they're really lucky that went out of bounds because they were about to get a 10-second violation. Eric Rico, inbounds pass to Donovan Bauer, left side to Thatcher Queen. Don from the left corner, nothing there. Finds Eric Rico, goes to Conrad Kastrup, who's going to try to drive, loses the handle on the dribble. And it's recovered by the Outlaws. Sheffield down the center of the court. Finds Quesada. Quesada to Trejo. Trejo back to Sheffield. Back to Quesada. Quesada with a drive from the left side free throw line. Up, no good. Rebounded by Thatcher Queen. Stolen, though, by Trejo. Trejo has it tipped and almost taken. Sheffield recovers it. Finds underneath. Number 14, Quesada, and he's blocked by Big 15, Donovan Bauer. 3:07 left to go, 34-26. Check it in for the Beat Diggers. Big number 21, Edgar Ortiz. So Trejo underneath the basket for the Outlaws. Feeds it underneath to Sheffield, who does a nice little left-handed hook, but nothing there. Recovered, rebounded by number 10, Thatcher Queen. Goes down the court to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer looks up court, nothing there. Takes it down the left side by himself. Feeds it over to Don. Three-pointer from the right side, left side up, no good. Rebounded by Donovan Bauer again. A shot. He thought he was going to get the foul, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Edgar Ortiz had a hand on it, but let's see who it was called on. It was called on the Outlaws. Tipped out, Beat Digger ball underneath the Outlaw hoop. Checking in for the Outlaws, number 2, Alex Pensado, and number 20, David Covarrubias. 2:47 left to go. 34-26 is our score. Beat Diggers have chipped away a little bit at a time, and then the Outlaws are starting to pull back away. Dre Bauer from the top of the key. Looking to find someone, finds Edgar Ortiz. Edgar tries to drive it in. Nope, decides to go to number 2, Rico. Three-pointer shot up, no good. Rebounded by Riley Trejo. Trejo brings it up the court for the Outlaws. 34-26 still. Sheffield, right side, drives it in. Feeds it to Covarrubias. A crazy shot there. I don't know what happened there. Might have got knocked a little bit, but rebounded by Donovan Bauer. Donovan Bauer brings it up the court. He's double teamed, and he's going to be fouled. It looks like by number 2. Nope, it's going to be on number 23, Riley Trejo. His third foul. Cassius Middlemess checks in for the Beat Diggers for Dre Bauer to take a break. Don Bauer deep in the corner. Right side corner. He's cutting open. Eric Rico finds him. Goes to the top of the key. Don feeds it over to Middlemist. Middlemist finds Edgar Ortiz. Edgar's debating about taking it. Nope. Goes back to Rico. Rico back to Ortiz. Ortiz with the drive. Spinning move. Thatcher Queen. Right side. Three-pointer. No. Bounces off. Rebounded by Donovan Bauer, who drives it in himself. Fouled on the way up by number 20, David Covarrubias. So Covarrubias gets his second foul as Don Bauer comes to the charity stripe, as his brother is the leading scorer, Dre Bauer, with 11 points. Don to make 7 for him. Good. First one. 34-27 is our score. No substitutions here. 2 minutes left to go, third period. Donovan Bauer's second shot. Up. Bounces around, no. Rebounded by Riley Trejo. Trejo over to Sheffield on the left side. Sheffield takes it to the left side. Covered great by number 13, Cassius Middlemist. And it's over to Rose to the right side. Trejo, Sheffield, far left corner, up, no, good. Rebounded by Thatcher Queen. Fed all the way down to Donovan Bauer. Donovan Bauer loses the handle, and it's taken by Sheffield. Sheffield brings it up the court. He loses it from Donovan Bauer. It is now Thatcher Queen down the right side of the court. Thatcher Queen finds Cassius Middlemist underneath the hoop. Middlemist throws up nothing but a wing and a prayer. And it's fed down the court to Pensado, right-sided layup, and he's smothered by Donovan Bauer. And that is going to be a personal foul against Donovan Bauer. And the shot is good. I believe it's going to be good. No, they said no good. So Donovan Bauer gets charged with his second personal foul. Puts on the line number 2, Alex Pensado. 1 of 2 free throws. Dre Bauer tried to imitate his buddy, Conrad the Snowplow Castrop. First shot, oh, it was good. Okay, so they did give it to him, the and one. They're trying to say, was it, okay, so the scoreboard did not get the shot. Hold on a second.
Number 11, Dre Bauer.
Dre Bauer's checking in. There's confusion. Even the shooter is still out there ready to shoot. They're asking, did the shot go in? Did it not go in? I saw it go in. Okay, basket did count. They're announcing that. And then an and one then for Pensado. Okay, so our score is 37-27. But the official didn't say the basket went in on the defense of the scoring table. Donovan Bauer, right side, finds Thatcher Queen. Fed back to Don. Don taking it all the way to the hoop. Looks like he's fouled as he gets the handle on the ball. Foul's going to be on number 5, Osvaldo Pensado. His first personal. 37-27. Buck 13 left to go. Third period action. Eric Rico with the inbounds pass. Finds Thatcher Queen. Edgar Ortiz turns, drives, finds Donovan Bauer underneath the left side. Shot up good. Don Bauer. Oops, I gave it to Dre. See that? I almost blew that. Don would have been mad at me for giving the points to his brother. Jalen Rose, right side for the Outlaws. Feeds it down to number 2, Pensado. Pensado over to number 5, Pensado brother. It's lost underneath by Covarrubias, recovered by Donovan Bauer. And he goes to Dre Bauer, far right side corner. Three-pointer is up, no good. Don Bauer gets the rebound. Oh, bodies all over the place. Let the bodies hit the floor. Literally, that's what just happened, as it is a turnover for the Beat Diggers. Outlaws will get the ball, and we have Riley Trejo checking in for David Covarrubias. 37-29, 35 seconds left to go. Third period action live from the Beat Cellar. Brody Sheffield brings it up court for the Outlaws. Finds Jalen Rose on the right side. Rose bringing it over to the left side. Feeds it in, knocked away by Dre Bauer. Thatcher Queen brings it up court. Oh, he's shoved all over the place by number 5, Osvaldo Pensado. Shoved him pretty good a couple of times. It was an accidental one, but that's 5 team fouls on the Outlaws, and that puts Thatcher Queen on the line for the Beat Diggers. So a chance to get close to about 6 points. The first shot for Thatcher Queen is up. Swish. Thatcher Queen chops up his first point of the night for the Beat Diggers. 37-30. 18 seconds left to go. Third period action. Second shot. Thatcher Queen. No, bounces off the front of the rim. Don Bauer trying to get the rebound, but instead gets caught with his hands reaching in the cookie jar. Foul. Don Bauer chalks up his third foul of the night. 37-30. 17 seconds left to go. Brody Sheffield brings it down the court for the Outlaws. Sheffield over to the right side, covered by Rico. Rico over to Sheffield to Rose. Rose underneath the Pensado. Riley Trejo gets a tough shot underneath the right side as the buzzer goes off, and he gets his first points as the Outlaws now have a 9-point lead. 30-second timeout will come back to you. 39-30 is our score from the Beat Cellar. Outlaws lead this one. A 30-second timeout on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Eastern Plains Sports Network and 1010 KSIR coming to you some fourth quarter action here. 9-point lead for the Outlaws. Fourth quarter brought to you by Rudy's Tires with several locations across the area. There's always a Rudy's Tires location close by, and they can even come to you on the farm. Rudy's Tires brings you Eastern Plains Sports Today every weekday on 1010 KSAR. Be sure to stay with us for post-game show and players of the game coming up here in just a minute, or in just a few minutes here. As the Outlaws lead this one, they'll get the inbounds pass. Riley Trejo going into Brody Sheffield. Sheffield up the middle of the court, covered by Rico. Over to the right side of Jalen Rose. Crowds into this game now. Over to Pensado. Pensado to Trejo. Over to Jalen Rose, who does a crossover with it and a left-handed shot. It is good for Jalen Rose. Dre Bauer into Payson Poland. Payson Poland back to Rico. Rico back to Poland. Poland needs to get it across the timeline. He does. Gets it to Conrad Kastrup, who drives it all the way to the hole himself, and he's fouled. Tried the old left-hander. He just missed it. I thought that was going to drop in, and it's going to be a foul on number 20, David Covarrubias, his third foul. So Conrad Kastrup goes to the line for the Beat Diggers, 41-30. Shot by Conrad is up. Nope, bounced off of the back of the rim. No good. I'm telling you, that's been a killer for the Beat Diggers all season long. Free throws. Got to hit them. Here's the second shot by Kastrup. Up. No good again. Boy, those are huge, guys. Those are really huge, especially in a tight game like this. Rebounded by Covarrubias to Sheffield. Sheffield to Rose. Rose over to Pensado. Whoops, lost the handle on it. Bounced off his nose a bit, but it's good. Over to Rose. Rose back to Pensado. Pensado back to Rose to the right side. Over to Trejo at the free throw line. Trejo tries to drive it in himself. Does a couple of crossover moves. Nothing there. Rebounded by Conrad Kastrup. And then fed to Eric Rico. Rico to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer on the right side. Oh, loses the handle on it, and it's stolen by Pensado as Rico quickly back on defense, but it's up and good for Alex Pensado as he is the second leading scorer for the Outlaws. Dre Bauer gets it down to Thatcher Queen on the left side. Queen back to Bauer. Bauer on the left side does a couple of crossover moves, drives up, good. Dre Bauer with his 13th point. Quick defense by Dre Bauer down the side as they tried to go down to Jalen Rose, knocked out of bounds. A quick hustle. That kid scored the points and then makes it all the way down the court to knock it out. Riley Trejo with the inbounds. Finds Pensado on the right side. Pensado swings it all the way across to Rose. Rose on the left side tries to shoot it as he gets a leg hooked up. It almost looked like a leg lock on Payson Poland. His first foul of the night for him. It's going to be a shooting foul because literally I don't think he was, but he made it look like a great shooting foul, and it was not there. But, hey, that's the way they call this game. So Jalen Rose on the line, shooting 1 of 2. 6:32 left to go, 43-32. First shot, doinks off the rim, bounces back. No good. 43-32 is still our score. No substitutions here. What a great ball game. Fast-paced, been moving wonderfully out here. Second shot by Rose. Crowd going crazy, trying to distract him on the beat digger side. Is up. It's a swish for Jalen Rose. No pressure on him there. 44-32. Payson Poland into Thatcher Queen, left side. Back to Rico. Need to get it across the timeline. Finds Dre Bauer all the way down the court. Gets it across. Bauer's trying to drive it to the hoops himself. Couple of moves. Tries to pump it up, but it's not there. And it's knocked away. It is fed down the court to Pensado, who does a left-handed layup. Recovered by Rose on the right side. And it's back up and good as Jalen Rose with a quick bucket for the Outlaws. Dre Bauer, left side, feeds it over to Rico down center. Back to Bauer to the right. Over to Thatcher Queen. Three-pointer from Thatcher Queen. Tipped away. No good. Rebounded. David Covarrubias. Picked up and over to Sheffield. Sheffield brings it up the left side of the court. 5:51 left to go. 46-32. Way over to the right side to Riley Trejo. Three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Pensada. Oh, and he's crushed by, I believe, Conrad the snowplow Kastrup. Let's see what the call is. No, it's not. Instead, it's on Dre Bauer, his third. Conrad got a huge hit, though, in there again as Alex Pensado comes to the free throw line for 2. First one, off the back of the rim, no good. Donovan Bauer checks in for Thatcher Queen. I tell you what, I think Don Bauer is 6'4", 6'5". That kid is huge. And he's only a freshman, guys. Second shot, Pensado, up, good. As Eric Rico feeds it into Donovan Bauer. Donovan Bauer quickly brings it up the court by himself. He's going all the way. Feeds it over to his brother, the right side. Dre Bauer, three-pointer. Good! Dre Bauer with his three-pointer and a timeout called by Coach Bach. 5:33 left to go. 47-35. 30-second timeout coming to you on the Eastern Plains Sports Network and 1010 KSIR. Eastern Plains Sports Network and 1010 KSIR coming back to you live at Leroy Needham's court. Confused by the way rankings work? Don't worry, the Eastern Plains Sports Network has you covered. Every Tuesday we bring you Bleckatology on our Spotify channel. Ben Blecka breaks down your rankings and what all the numbers mean in a way that's easy for you to understand. Bleckatology is presented by Agricultural Accounting. You're a producer, not an accountant. Let them plow through your paperwork like Conrad Kastrup does. Visit agman.co today to set up a consultation. Outlaws bring it down the court. Jalen Rose, right side to Trejo at the free throw line, feeds it to Brody Sheffield at the far left corner, up no good. Rebound, Donovan Bauer. 5:17 left to go. 47-35. Bauer finds his brother Dre. Dre tries to drive it in, and he's fouled on a hand check by number 20, David Covarrubias. And he's going to get chalked up with his 4th personal foul. Number 2, Rico with the inbounds to Payson Poland. Poland back to Rico. Conrad from the three-point line drives it all the way in himself, looking, finds Rico. Oh, Bauer left side, three-point shot up, bounces, no good. Rebound, oh, and he tripped out of bounds. Covarrubias was thinking he was fouled, and instead he rolls out of bounds like a bowling ball, I guess. And 5 minutes left to go, 47-35. Payson Poland's going to get the inbounds for the Beat Diggers. Finds Conrad Kastrup. Kastrup over to Bauer. Bauer back to Pullen. Long three-pointer. Payson Pullen is up. No good. Rebounded, though. Oh, I thought Don Bauer had the rebound. He went to reach for it, and instead he gets a hand check on number 23, Riley Trejo. So Donovan Bauer with his fourth foul of the night. 4:53 left to go. 47-35. Brody Sheffield brings it up the court on the inbounds from Trejo. Sheffield takes it all the way, feeds it left side to Pensado. Pensado back to Rose. Rose finds Trejo, and a cutting number 11, Stevie Seward, with an easy two-point bucket as he checked in for the Outlaws. Timeout. No, knocked away. I'm not sure what just happened. I was writing the score, and I looked up, and there was a whistle. Must have been just a couple of substitutions, because number 10, Thatcher Queen, checks in, and number 21, big Edgar Ortiz. Donovan Bauer brings it up the court for the Beat Diggers. Back to Rico, needed to get across the timeline, gets it to Bauer. Bauer takes it, drives it all the way to the hole, throws it up wildly on the way in, and no shot, and it's no good, and it's fed all the way down to Pensado, who makes a quick, easy shot, but it's knocked away and no good, and it's knocked out of bounds by Dre Bauer, so the Outlaws will keep it down here on the Beat Digger side. Riley Trejo will do the inbounds. 4:19 left to go. 49-35 our score. Trejo looking, finds Pensado. Pensado covered by Ortiz, no way. Over to Rose, top three-point land, missed, doinked off the glass. Picked up by Bauer. Bauer finds Rico. Rico all the way down to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer, three from the free throw line, up, no good. Rebounded by Seward. Seward to, man, I don't even know it's moving so fast, but Pensado ends up getting the ball down the court in an easy two-pointer. Whew! Sheffield was the one who fed him. That thing moves so fast. Edgar Ortiz over to Rico. Rico to Dre Bauer. Bauer left side to Don, left side corner. Three-pointer, good! Donovan Bauer! Woo! Donovan Bauer with three three-pointers this evening. Sheffield brings it up the court quick. 51-38 our score, and there's going to be a foul on number 2, Eric Rico, on the hand check on Brody Sheffield. So, Seward will do the inbounds for the Outlaws, Stevie Seward, into Brody Sheffield. Sheffield, center of the court, brings it up, covered by Rico. Good pick there by Seward. Gets it to Trejo, free throw line shot. Do you see I thought about it? No, went to Sheffield. Long three-pointer, rebounded by Seward, who gets it shot up, no good, rebounded by Donovan Bauer. Bauer feeds it over to Rico. Rico back to Bauer. Bauer quickly up the court to Thatcher Queen. Queen finds Dre Bauer. Dre loses a bad pass there as he tried to go to Rico, and it's recovered. Jalen Rose quickly, easy two-pointer for the Outlaws. Now it's starting to get ugly. 53-38 our score, 2:58. Donovan Bauer with the drive, left side, up, good, Donovan Bauer. Timeout called. 13-point game. Whew, it was kind of getting ugly, and all of a sudden Don quickly gets that timeout, or that shot in. So it's a 13-point game, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, 53-40 with 2:54 left to go in this game. Stay connected with Eastern Plains Sports Network on all social platforms. Follow at Eastern Plains Sports Network on Facebook and Instagram to see what games we're covering, get pictures from the ones we're at, and more. We also have several regular podcasts on our Spotify page. Give the Eastern Plains Sports Network a like, follow, and subscription on all social media platforms today. I'll tell you what, I've earned my keep tonight. I hope everybody's enjoyed this game. It has just been a fast-paced game, 53-40. Good coaching for both sides from Coach Sheffield and Coach Bach. These two teams battle it out every time. Just when you think somebody's going to pull away, all of a sudden, boom, they're back in it. It's just crazy to see. That's what I like about these rivalries. Old classic Yuma Brush rivalry. Trejo inbounds to Rose. Rose to Trejo. Back to Sheffield. Sheffield brings it down the left side of the court. Oh, he's shoved by number 11, Dre Bauer. That was kind of I don't know if I would have called that foul. That would kind of seem a little bit ticky-tacky, but it's going to be a fourth foul on Dre Bauer. Coach Bach just flung his hand at the official. That's the one he had issues with earlier and said, "I'm done with you." So, yeah, a little bit of frustration. I didn't think that was a big foul, but hey, you call it, you get it. So Sheffield's on the line for the Outlaws, 53-40. First shot up, good for Brody Sheffield. First time on the line for him tonight as David Covarrubias comes back in along with Alex Pensado for the Outlaws. Brody Sheffield had 13 points at halftime. We'll see how many he ends up with for the night. Here's his second shot up, and it is good. Eric Rico, 2:47. Thatcher Queen, got to get it across the line. Rico gets fouled instead by number 24, Jalen Rose. Making sure that's the call. Yep, it is. So Jalen Rose gets chalked up with his first foul of the night. He has plenty to give. He's safe. Rico into Donovan Bauer, left side. Bauer finds Edgar Ortiz, give and go, back to Bauer. Bauer back to Ortiz. Kicked out of bounds, though, by an Outlaw. That was a great sequence there. They just kept giving and going and feed it underneath. If Ortiz gets that shot, that goes up and it's in. So Donovan Bauer will do the inbounds for the Beat Diggers. As the play gets started, feeds over to Thatcher. Thatcher just about had it stolen. He's double teamed, fed over to Donovan Bauer. Long three-pointer, thought about it, no, goes to his brother Dre. Dre, left side. Dre looking, finds Edgar Ortiz. Edgar Ortiz finds Rico, back to Ortiz. Ortiz tries to drive it in closer. Don Bauer drives it all the way to the hoops himself, and he's fouled by Brody Sheffield. So it's going to be a shooting foul for Donovan Bauer. First foul on Brody Sheffield as Don comes to the line. Had a great game himself. Him and his brother, telling you. Those two get going. That's crazy. You get Bauerized. 55 to 40 is our score. First shot for Donovan Bauer. Rolls in and out of the rim. He's frustrated himself. Really wanted that. I'm telling you, folks, you take those free throws that we've missed tonight, you've got a three-point game. That's how close it has been. It has been much closer of a game. Donovan Bauer, second shot. Up. No, misses it again. So, Brody Sheffield brings it up the court after the rebound for the Outlaws. Swings it over to the left to Pensado. Alex Pensado to Jalen Rose. Back to Pensado. Pensado on the left side. Back to Rose. Rose tries to go back to Pensado, who drives it in himself. Does a couple of crossover moves. Don Bauer gets the rebound over Covarrubias. Brings it down himself. Donovan Bauer finds the big Edgar Ortiz, who thinks about a three-pointer, but instead goes to Donovan Bauer, who drives it in his court. Going to be a body check on number 20, David Covarrubias. And he's gone for the night, folks. Sorry, David. Nice. I love calling your name, but now I don't get to call your name the rest of the night as he fouls out tonight. 5 fouls for David Covarrubias as Donovan Bauer comes to the line. And checking in will be Stevie Seward for the Outlaws. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go in the game. Donovan Bauer's first shot. Again, another miss. I'm telling you, folks. Miss. You know, Leroy Neededs, when he coached, he used to make those boys hit 25 free throws before they could end the night of practice. 25, get as close as you could to 25 and 25. And I'm telling you, that's just sad. And I talked to Bach, and he said that they've been trying to work on that with him to get those free throws. Donovan makes his second shot. Sheffield brings it up to center court, covered by Rico. Rico's got some great defense on him. Sheffield, they're trying not to give him easy ones. Buck 33 left to go. Coach Bach's calling the play defensively. Sheffield trying, still top elbow of the three-point. He drives it in himself, swings it over. They're basically doing just, trying to get the cheap foul in there as Rico reaches around and fouls Sheffield. And they had one to give, and unfortunately that's it. So Rico's going to get tagged with a second foul, and Sheffield's going to come to the line, probably their best free throw shooter, with a buck 19 left to go in this game. Double bonus for both teams. 55-41 is our score. First shot from Sheffield. Swish. That's the guy you don't want to put on the line, is Brody Sheffield. 56-41. Still a full crowd here at Leroy Needham's court. Second shot, Sheffield, good. 16-point lead for the Outlaws. Donovan Bauer brings it in, feeds it over to Edgar Ortiz. Ortiz gets it back to Rico. Rico to Dre Bauer. Thought about the three, no. Thatcher Queen, right side three-pointer up. No, air ball, missed it. That's another thing. They've missed a lot of threes tonight. A lot of missed opportunities for the Beat Diggers. Sheffield with the ball for the Outlaws, covered by Rico. Rico trying to get some good defense. Ooh, Sheffield just about lost a handle on it. Rico did a great job trying to get that ball, and instead he gets charged with his third foul for reaching in the cookie jar on that, trying to get the ball away from him. So guess who comes to the line? Brody Sheffield. 57-41, 53 seconds left to go. Hate to say it, but this one's all probably but over here if Sheffield drills this one, because now you're looking at 18 points for the lead. Sheffield's first one, no doubt, is good, as checking in for the Outlaws, Noe Quesada replaces Riley Trejo. Second shot, Sheffield. Swish. No problem, 53 seconds, 59-41. 52 seconds as the clock's winding down. Dre Bauer over to Rico. Rico to Bauer. Feeds Thatcher Queen on the right side corner. Finds Bauer. You're going to have to put it up here, guys, with 40 seconds left to go. Rico gets it to Edgar Ortiz. Far corner to Thatcher Queen. Three-pointer up. Good! Thatcher Queen, his first three-pointer of the night. And it's 59-44, but it's all the way quickly down to court to Jalen Rose on the left side over to number 3, Sheffield. That's who you don't want to foul, and they're going to give it to him because they want us to foul him. So Sheffield with 15 seconds left to go, covered by 15, Donovan Bauer. Nope, it's just going to be killing some time here and just playing some good dribbling back and forth as Brody Sheffield shows great handwork as he's dribbling the ball. 6 seconds left to go. The boys are walking off the court. We are done on this one, folks. Final score is going to be 59-44 will be our final score here as Yuma defeats Brush at home. Whew, that's a frustrating loss, but you know what? That's a good team the Beat Diggers played tonight, and they hung in there very well with them until late in the game. Don't let that score show it worse. You put those free throws in there, and that makes a difference. So we'll take a 1-minute break and come back to you for some final, or 2-minute break, excuse me, and come back with you for some final thoughts and final stats here on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network and 1010 KSIR coming to you live from the Beat Cellar as both boys and girls fall to the Yuma Outlaws. On the boys' side, losing 59-44. Postgame brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com. You know, the Beat Diggers just had to keep playing, and they played hard. They looked great, but lots of missed free throws, guys. I'm telling you, that has been such a key factor throughout the season for the boys. And, you know, that's one thing they've really got to work on is getting those free throws in. That makes a difference in a close game like this. I mean, you put those free throws in, this game's probably a 2-3-point ball game here. And they also missed quite a few three-pointers. I noticed as they were shooting from the side. I mean, Don Bauer had some hot hands, but there were several three-pointers that were shot out there that the boys just missed. They just can't find the hoop in tonight's game, so that made it very difficult for the Beat Diggers. Again, on the flip side, the Outlaws, they did fine finding the hoop. They were doing great out there. They moved the ball well. They're a good transitioning team, able to get the ball quickly down the court. And even after the Beat Diggers scored, man, they were just quick down the court, the Outlaws, to get that ball fed and up for the next basket. Even if it's a two-pointer, that's all they cared about was to chop it back to get 2 points back. So a great ball game by both teams, but unfortunately victorious on the wrong side as the Outlaws defeat the Beat Diggers. Players of the game tonight brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate's degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. Tonight's player of the game. Let's first start for the visiting Outlaws because some great numbers there. Let's give that to Brody Sheffield for their team. Brody had 24 points. That's his average, guys. So average night for Brody, 24 points for him. And then Alex Pensado with 18 points, 6 for Jalen Rose. And then the rest of them just had some minor points. But, you know, for the most part, that is their team, which is the Pensado-Sheffield combination. Those two boys are good at getting the ball transitioning down the court. That's where Sheffield's looking for. If he can't get the opportunity, he fed it right to Pensado. And the opposite goes the same for Pensado to Brody Sheffield. And you got to cover Brody, especially the three-pointers that kid can make. He's just got some amazing shooting. And I've watched him, like I said, grow up since he was a little kid. So best player on the team tonight and their player of the game, Brody Sheffield. On our side, on the home side, our Beat Diggers got to give player of the game tonight to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer had 16 points tonight, 16 points, including 1 three-pointer, as on the losing end. And followed behind him, ready for this, his brother Donovan Bauer, his number is 15. Guess how many points he had? 15 points. So 15 for Donovan Bauer tonight. And then Eric Rico with 5, Thatcher Queen with 4, 2 for Payson Poland, and 2 for Conrad tonight, named the Snowplow Castrip, as he had some amazing. I thought they were tackles, but they didn't call one, and literally he took out 2 guys in one shot. He looked like a complete snowplow out there. He's so aggressive, and I love watching that in Conrad, and that's what makes him such a great player too on this team. You know, he may not score a ton of points, but he's physical down underneath that hoop, and he's not afraid to drive it. And if he does miss it, at least you're getting hit hard as he's taking it to the hoop. So tip of the hat there for Conrad Castro. But tonight's player of the game for the Beat Diggers goes to number 11, Dre Bauer, with 16 points for the night. Doubt if Coach Bach will come up and talk to me tonight because, you know, frustrating night for both him and Matty Rule. I thought they'd come up and talk to me, but I get it. It's frustrating because you feel like you played a great game and you just didn't get what you get. So tip of the hat, though, to Coach, for both coaches, Coach Sheffield and Coach Bach, on a great ball game tonight. As usual, they never let us down out here when these two teams play each other. So thank you tonight for joining us. Thanks to Rose, soundboard, Christy down at the station for helping me out, getting me going. I hope that it's entertaining, and I hope you sure enjoy listening to us. And you know, we just want people to keep coming back and just, you know, tying in and enjoying. And I'll send more videos. I'll try to post them up there. I usually send them to Christy when I can, and she puts them up there on the page. So make sure that you like and follow us on Facebook, on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. And this is Paul Acosta signing off again, as both the Lady Beat Diggers lose 47-29, and the boys lose against the Yuma Outlaws 59-44. Signing off from Leroy Needon's court at the Beat Cellar. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.